Can you imagine holding a piece of fluffy white cotton in your hand? Now can you imagine holding that same soft fluff in a fire hot enough to melt metal, and it does not burn? This is not magic, it is a special kind of wool made from stone. We are going to learn how to turn a hard, heavy rock into a soft, light fluff that can stand up to extreme heat. The temperature we will talk about is 1,200 degrees Celsius. This is very, very hot. It is hotter than the fire in your fireplace, and much hotter than the oven in your kitchen. This special wool can protect things from such powerful heat. The big idea is simple, but amazing. We take something from the earth, a common stone, and we change it. We change it from a solid, heavy thing into something that looks like the cotton in a pillow. But unlike regular cotton, this stone wool will not catch fire. This process is like a journey. It starts in the ground, goes through machines, through fire, and comes out as a new material. It helps keep our homes safe. It is used in cars. It is used in airplanes. We will follow the stone step by step. The journey from rock to fireproof wool starts with choosing the right kind of rock. Not just any stone from your garden will work for this special task. We need rocks that have special things inside them. These rocks are often called silicate rocks. This is a science name for rocks that have a lot of silica in them. Silica is very common. Sand, quartz, basalt, diabase. These are dark, heavy rocks made by old volcanoes. They are very strong and have the right ingredients for flame-proof fluff. Why do these rocks work so well? Because of what they are made of. Think of the rock like a cake with many ingredients. The main ingredients we need are silica and alumina. These natural materials do not burn easily. When we heat them very high, they melt and can be formed into glass-like threads. Basalt, from cooled lava, is full of these ingredients. Choosing the right rock is like a chef choosing the best vegetables. Start with the right materials, and the final product resists fire. Find a good quarry and make sure the rocks are clean, not rocks with dirt, soil, or plants mixed in. These cause problems later. Clean, solid rock is best. Big machines break rock from the mountain. Safety rules are vital. Once free, the big rocks move to the next step. Now that we have our big, heavy rocks, we need to make them small. Very, very small. The rocks go to a place with big, strong machines. First, a jaw crusher, like a giant metal mouth with strong teeth. It crushes the large rocks into pieces about the size of your fist. It is very loud. Workers wear ear protection and hard hats. These smaller rocks move onward. Next, a cone crusher or an impact crusher breaks them into gravel-sized pieces, like hammering a big cookie into crumbs. Covers keep fragments from flying out. After that, we still need it even finer. A powder, a ball mill, a large spinning drum with heavy steel balls does the final grind. As it turns, the balls crush the gravel into a very fine dust, as fine as flour. This takes time, but it is essential. Smaller particles respond better to chemicals and heat later. Our hard rock is now a soft gray powder, stored and ready for its special bath. Fine dust is dangerous to breathe, so masks are required. Following safety rules is key. We have turned rock into dust. Now the dust is ready to be chemically changed before the fire. We needed to make them small. Mission accomplished. Next, a special bath for the stone dust. Our fine stone powder is now ready for a chemical change. We cannot just melt the powder as it is. We need to add special ingredients to help it melt at the right temperature and form strong fibers later on. It is like adding salt and spices to improve a recipe. These chemicals help the wool resist fire. The stone dust goes into a mixing vessel. We add water to make a slurry, a wet, muddy mix of particles and liquid. It looks like gray, runny mud. We slowly add lime or dolomite, other rock connoisseurs. They lower the melting temperature and help save energy. They also improve strength and stability. We add a small binding agent, like a glue, so particles stay together through the heat. Ingredients are measured carefully. Too much or too little changes the wool. Workers wear gloves and safety glasses to prevent splashes. We mix and mix until every particle is coated. No lumps like a smooth cake batter. When uniform, the slurry is ready for the hottest part. The journey into the great oven is next. Our fine stone powder is now ready for a chemical change. The wet gray slurry is now ready to face the fire. It is sent into a very special, very hot oven, a furnace or kiln. It can reach an incredible 1,200 degrees Celsius, about 20 times hotter than boiling water, hot enough to melt metals like aluminum or copper. Inside, the water turns to steam and disappears. Particles stick together, then melt into a glowing liquid rock. This is melting, or sintering, when particles fuse before fully liquid. We aim for near liquid, like thick flowing lava. Heat is carefully controlled. Too cold, it will not melt. Too hot, it can damage the furnace and waste energy. Gas or electricity creates the intense heat. Workers stay protected and at a safe distance. And the melt glows orange-red, like lava from a volcano. Basalt powder, lime, and other minerals now melt together into one uniform, glassy liquid, the heart of our new material. After enough time, the glowing liquid rock flows out of a tap hole. A thick, bright orange river, the most dramatic moment. Here, stone truly transforms. We turned ancient rock back into liquid lava like millions of years ago. Now we must act quickly, before it cools into solid rock again. Section 6. Spinning stone into fluffy wool. The glowing liquid rock flows out of the furnace. It is immediately met by spinning machines. This is where liquid becomes fiber, like making cotton candy. Melt, spin fast, and you get thin threads. We do the same with melted rock. A stream of molten rock falls onto very fast spinning wheels called spinners, rotors. Tiny holes or grooves help pull the melt outward. Turning thousands of times a minute, the force flings droplets that stretch into very long, thin fibers. They cool almost instantly into glassy threads. Strong air and steam pulls fibers even thinner and blows them forward. Inside a contained space, it looks like a blizzard of white. These fibers are much thinner than a human hair. Light as air, they collect on a moving screen or conveyor. They tangle into a thick, soft mat, like fresh snow, like cotton batting. A small oil or binding spray helps them stick and reduces dust. The spinning area is enclosed to protect workers. The raw stone wool mat now moves forward, ready for washing and drying to make it clean and usable. Section 7. Washing and drying the stone wool. The thick white mat from the spinning chamber is not quite ready. It can contain small glassy beads, shot, and a light binder, so we give it a gentle wash to rinse away loose particles and excess binder. After washing, it is very wet. We cannot use or package it like this. Wet wool is heavy and could grow mold. It enters a long drying oven. Nothing like the melting furnace. Controlled hot air gently carries away water. Temperature and airflow are tuned to protect delicate fibers. Heat cures the binder, giving the mat shape and strength. Out the other end, it is dry, light, and fluffy, ready for inspection. We cut it into bats for walls, or leave it as rolls. Sometimes we collect loose fibers for blowing. Finally, it is compressed and packaged for shipment. Section 8. The final test. Facing the fire. We have made our special wool and expect it will not burn, but we must prove it. We test to meet high standards. Quality control matters. A piece of stone wool goes into a lab furnace brought up to 1,200 degrees Celsius. Sometimes we shield a woodblock or a gloved hand, with strict safety controls. Mostly we simply expose the sample to the heat and watch. Normal cotton or sheep wool would burst into flames and turn to ash in seconds. But our stone wool sits there, glowing red hot. No burning, no smoke, no melting. When we remove it, it may be discolored, but it is intact. The batch is approved and can be sold as a fire protection material. Testing gives people confidence it will protect buildings and save lives. The journey from a simple rock now ends with a material that can defeat the fire. Proof, recorded and certified. Next, where stone wool shows up in our world. Now that we have seen how this amazing material is made and tested, let us look at where it is used. Fire-resistant wool, mineral wool, rock wool, is a hidden hero in daily life. Its most common use is building insulation, thick bats in walls, ceilings and floors. Tangled fibers trap air, blocking heat, keeping homes warm in winter, cool in summer, saving energy. Its main superpower, fire resistance. It acts as a fire barrier to slow spread. That extra time can save lives. Used in schools, hospitals, and tall buildings. It also absorbs sound, making theaters, studios, and apartments quieter. In industry, it insulates hot pipes, boilers, and furnaces, saving energy and protecting workers. In cars, trucks, and ships, it adds heat and fire protection. In greenhouses, special rock wool holds water and air for roots, growing tomatoes and cucumbers without soil. A versatile material born from a clear process, crushing, melting, spinning and finishing to deliver life-saving properties. Withstanding 1,200 degrees Celsius shows the power of science and engineering. Curious to learn more?